Okay, so this is Friday, first week, and this is NET-949, Network Admin, and we moved the class. It works better for the students in the HVAC program to meet at 12:30 in MH216. So this was the first class session, and what we did, we set up how the students are logged in. This was the initial password, then they had to change their password, and they'd have to remember it. Okay. Then we logged into, after this login, they logged into the Cisco Network Academy. Cisco Network Academy. And that is netacad.com. And they are working through the first chapter in the curriculum. In fact, that's all they need to do for next Friday. Just work through that first chapter, and if they get time, they can take a practice quiz. So, we talked about some general things from the chapter and about networking in general. So we talked about PCs, and we talked about this idea of access. Okay, first of all, on the PC, we said all computers have some computing devices, have some sort of processor, they have memory, they all tend to have storage and some kind of electronic bus that moves the information through the computer. And we said that's true of all computing devices. For example, your phone has basically, this is flash memory and has some processor, and inside there's some circuitry that moves the information through the device. And then we have software that makes that work. In this class, we're talking about how is that affected by a network. How do they communicate together in a network? So in the room, in the classrooms, we have wires that connect the PCs to a switch. That switch is connected to a multi-layer switch in another area. Actually, it's in another room, wiring closet. That's connected to the firewall, and then we have this fiber optics that goes over to another building to a device, and then that connects by fiber out to the Iowa Communications Network, which is our internet service provider, Iowa Communications Network. Now also, this fiber runs over an area in the administration building in which there's a firewall, and then inside here is main campus. Then we did the example, we looked at computers in the classroom are connected here to this switch, and we looked at the switch, and we looked at the wires and how they're connected. Then we talked about an access point that's in the same classroom. In fact, it's right above this switch. That access point is actually connected to the main campus, and students can use radio frequency, radio waves, to connect their phones, and then they can use that path to go out to the internet. Go this way, and go out the internet. If you're on the computers in the classroom, you're actually going this way, out to the internet. Now, we had at least one student who said, I'm not connected into the Wi-Fi. So there's one student who said, nope, I'm not connected that way. So what they're doing is they're using a cell tower that's nearby to connect out, and then that connects to the internet through their provider, their service provider, who connects into the internet. So we talked about how we connect. So in the big picture, you can have some location. Let's say you're going to look something up on Google, which is connected to the internet. So you could go through your provider, which has some connection into the internet, and then through the internet to wherever you want to go. I can be at home and I can connect into the same place. I actually be at home and I can connect to some servers here on campus, and you will learn there will be a way for you to connect into some servers that we have here in the academic IT area. And we might actually look at that as soon as this Friday. So the internet really connects all of these clouds. Sounds funny, but literally thousands of servers that use the internet structure to connect. And we'll look at that. It's not hard. Okay, we can take a PC, put Linux on it, connect it into our network, apply some addressing here, and then that one can be accessed via the internet. So this whole idea of cloud computing. And that's it for the first day. We'll see you next Friday. Remember, if you're having issues getting to the curriculum that's in NetAcad, you need to sign up. That's netacad.com. You need to get a hold of me so that you're prepared for Friday. Thanks a lot. See you next Friday.